Get ready for the dictation on the count of 3, 2, 1, start. Parties opposed to the Bharatiya Janata Party (BJP) are often at loggerheads with one another, and any coordinated action among them is never easy. Contradictions are many at the ideological and personal levels, and they represent conflicting interest groups in most cases. Some tend to be guarded in their approach to the BJP, and when they turn strident against it, it is most often to safeguard their home turfs. The meetings between Bihar Chief Minister Nitish Kumar and other party leaders such as the Congress's Mallikarjun Kharge and Rahul Gandhi, the CPIM's Sitaram Yechuri, and the Aam Aadmi Party's Arvind Kejriwal in New Delhi were exploratory rather than decisive. What is clear, however, is an increasing realization among non-BJP parties that mutual animosities might turn them into easy prey for the BJP, whose hunger for power is infinite. The fact that most of these non-BJP parties were born out of antagonism to the Congress and the BJP's national rival makes finding common ground even more evasive. The BJP is the hegemon in the heartland, while it faces resistance from regional parties in several states. An alliance between the regional parties does not lead to any transfer of votes as they exist in different regions. Some of these parties are rivals at the state level, as in the case of the left and the Congress in Kerala. Therefore, pre-poll alliances are of limited consequence, generally speaking, but there are certain states where parties could come together to aggregate anti-BJP votes, most importantly in Uttar Pradesh and Bihar, where several parties are in the fray. A lot will depend on how well the Congress manages to galvanize support in states where it is the BJP's primary opponent, as in Rajasthan, Madhya Pradesh, Chhattisgarh, and Karnataka. Social justice parties are such as the Janata Dal and the Rashtriya Janata Dal in Bihar, and the Samajwadi Party and Bahujan Samaj Party in Uttar Pradesh can coordinate their actions with the Congress. Mr. Nitish Kumar's role is important from this point of view, but social justice politics itself is facing a crisis of legitimacy in the face of Hindutva. Alliances are important, but a shared program and vision amplified by sustained outreach to the public are more important. The significant differences of opinion among key opposition leaders over the Adani controversy and V.D. Savarkar are cases in point. Any opposition front will have to concede the wide variety of opinions and interests that exist among its key actors. The challenge for them is to discover common ground where they can converge. A Puritan idealistic pursuit is an ultimately luxury at the moment in any case that will not be a match to the ideological cohesiveness of the BJP. The visit by Ukraine's Deputy Foreign Minister Emine Zabarova to India, the first such by a senior government official from the East European country since its invasion by Russia demonstrates Kiev's desire to build tighter ties with New Delhi and seek its help in resolving the conflict. Earlier, Ukraine had publicly expressed its displeasure over India's position on the war. In August last year, Foreign Minister Dmytro Kuleba had attacked India's energy purchases from Russia, saying it involved Ukrainian blood and that Kiev expected more practical support from New Delhi. But Mrs. Zabarova sounded more pragmatic when she said Ukraine did not want to instruct India on its energy and economic ties with other countries, but that her nation was fighting an existential battle. The war has left India in a difficult position. Russia is a historical partner which India has deep defense ties with, and there is no easy immediate alternative here. And Russia's aggression is a naked violation of Ukraine's sovereignty, territorial integrity, and international laws. The war has also made India's ties with its Western partners complicated as the transatlantic powers led by the United States have launched an economic war against Russia from which India and most of the global South have stayed away. What India has done is to try and navigate this maze of geopolitics through realpolitik. It has refused to condemn Russia, maintained defense and trade ties, as well as expressed its uneasiness with the war and called for respecting the territorial integrity of all nations. But as the war drags on, this balancing act could be interpreted as inactiveness. India is the chair of the G20 and the Shanghai Cooperation Organization and will be pressed to do more to show global leadership and help end the war. The conflict has hurt not only Europe but also the entire world, and there is growing consensus among the countries in the global south that the hostilities should cease at the earliest. China and Brazil have sensed this urgency and have hinted at playing a bigger role in brokering peace. India should not shy away. New Delhi has good ties with Moscow, and Ms. Zabarova's visit suggests that Kiev is also looking to India to play a bigger role in peacemaking. India's policy towards the conflict is rooted in its strategic neutrality, but neutrality does not mean that it should do nothing, waiting for the conflict to run its course. It should empathize more vocally with the victim, raise the voice and interests of the global south, and call for upholding international laws and sovereignty of all states, while at the same time pushing for a pragmatic and permanent solution to the conflict.